Hello friends, this is tutorial number 51 of these Turbo Pascal programming language tutorials. In this tutorial we will create application, we will create a record which will be fruit. We will enter it, but this time we will input a fruit into array. We will not generate it manually, we will not write manually. We will simply input these fruits in the array. And we want to find a couple of fruits, most expensive, cheapest one, and first below average price, and first above average price. Also we want to find the total price of these fruits, and we want to find the average price of these fruits, of course. And let's start. First we will need a record type, and record will be fruit, equals to record, and we will create two fields only. It will be name, which will be string, and price, which will be real. Okay, we finish. Now we need to create a couple of variables. Variable, we will need cheapest fruit, most expensive fruit, it will be fruit, and also we will need first below average. It will be first fruit below average price, and first above average. It will be fruit, we need to find total price, and it can be sum, and average, which will be average price. We will also need minimum and maximum, which will be real. And we will need variable x, which will be an integer. Okay, now we need to create array. The name of array will be fruits. We will have 6 fruits of fruit. Okay, semicolon, and we need to create a procedure. It will be fruit scan. I will call it fruit scan. You could call fruit display or fruit show, whatever you want. It will be the procedure to display a fruit. And let's start. We will need variable f, which will be fruit. Of course it is a local variable. And let's define our procedure. Begin and end. With f do, and we need begin and end. And now inside let's define. We need write, we will use write. We will just need a name of the fruit it will be f dot name, and in the next line, it will not be next, it will be in the same line, but we just need to separate fruit and the price. We can do it with 2 dots. Okay, it should be good. We will type f dot price, and it is a real number. We will type with 2 decimals, 2 dots 4 and 2 dots 2, and also we can type dollar as a text. No, as a text it is better. Okay, with shift 4 it will be better. Okay, this is our procedure. Now what we need to do is to create begin and end of our application. We need read line, and we need to input a fruits into array of fruits. Let's start. For this we will need a for loop. For x equals 1 to 6 do, and now we need begin and end of this for loop, and we need a couple of space, and let's write a line. We will type enter the fruit name and the price. Semicolon, and here up we can type just write a line. We can write x, and we can add a text which will be slash, and we have 6 fruit. 6. Okay, it will be 1 of 6, second of 6, 3 of 6. It will be a little better. And now here we need to read line. Our array is fruits of x dot name, and also we will read fruits of element x dot price. Okay, and with this for loop we will enter our fruits. We will be 6 fruits we will enter in the array. And now when we finish with entering fruits, we want to display our fruits, but first we need to define a sum. Will be 0, and we need a text, write line, the fruits entered we need to go down. We will use a little of space, okay, and we will need another for loop for displaying the fruits, and we also want to define our sum, which will be the total price. X equals 1 to 6 do, and we need begin and end of this for loop. And we will use our procedure, which is fruit scan. We want to scan all of our fruits. But I use a car from previous tutorial. Sorry. Fruit scan and we will type fruits of X. And let's define a sum. Sum starts with 0. Okay, but let's redefine. Sum will be equals to sum, which is 0 currently, and plus fruits of element X dot price. I really hope that you understand. I will try to explain. Okay, our sum starts with 0. Okay, it's a 0. And when this for loop starts, sum will be equal, and it will be 0, of course, plus first element will be fruits of element 1, and we will add this price of the first fruit to the sum. And the price of the sum will be equal to the price of the first fruit. And when loop finish, now x equals to 2, and to our sum we will add the price of second fruit, and it will continue until loop finish, and in the end we will have the total price of the fruits. Okay, we finish with this for loop. Now what we want to do, we will need a couple of stars first. And let's write first we will need a total price, which is sum, but it's a real number. We need 0.4, 0.2, and we will also add a dollar as a sign. But we forgot, okay, here this for a loop finish, and we will define our average, which will be easy. Average will be equals, this is average price of the fruits. We have an array fruit, which is the fruits of 6 elements, and we will use a sum divided with 6, because we have 6 fruits in our array. And we can display right line average price and average 2.4, 2.2, and also we will use a dollar to be more prettier. Okay, with this we define our total price and average price. Maybe it is better we try to compile this to see if we made some of the errors. Okay, here it is. We use a semicolon instead of dot, and probably this is the only error that we made. We just need to let's run it quickly to see if everything is okay. Banana, we can use just numbers if they are integers. 3, orange, okay, banana is 2, orange is 3, okay, I don't know, mango 1, strawberry 9, pineapple will be okay 20. Just we will not calculate anything. Okay, can be 4, just to see if it will work properly. Okay, banana is the first fruits entered: banana 2, orange 3, mango 1, strawberry 9, pineapple 20, and apple is 4. Okay, total price is 39. Okay, 3, 4, 13, 33. Just a second. It should be 2 and 3, 5, 6, 15. Okay, that's correct. And the average price is also good. That's and it looks pretty much good, but we need now to find fruits that we need. Okay, we want to find, and maybe we will beautify it with a couple of stars, but for first important thing is to find our fruits that we need now. Okay, we have cheapest and most expensive fruit. We can find them now. Okay, for that we will need to define, here will be good, minimum will be equals to 0 and maximum will be equals to 0. Okay, and we will need a for loop for x equals 1 to 6 do. And let's start. Begin and end of this for loop if, but we need two opening brackets, minimum equals to 0 or minimum is greater of fruits of x dot price. We need two closing brackets. Then we need begin and end. And let's define the minimum. Minimum will be equals to fruits of x dot price, and we also here can define cheapest fruit. Will be equals to fruits of x. Okay, with this we define our cheapest fruit, and here where these control statements end, we use couple of space and we will start with another if statement. If maximum is lesser than fruits of x dot price, then we will also need begin and end, and let's define the maximum. Maximum will be equals fruits of x dot price, and let's define most expensive fruit. Will be equals to fruits of x. Okay, this should be good. With this for loop we found our cheapest and most expensive fruit, which was not too hard. And now here it finish ending this for loop where we found cheapest and most expensive fruit. Now what we want to find, it is first below and first above average. Okay, let's define, but we will need a for loop again. X equals to 1 to 6 do. We need begin and end. And we need a condition. The condition will be if we also calculate already average price. If fruits of X dot price is lesser than average, then here in this with this condition we want to select fruits that which price is lesser than average. Okay, and we want to find the most expensive of these fruits which price is lesser than average, and with this we will find the first fruit below average price. Let's create begin and end, but before of this we need to redefine, because we use minimum and maximum here in this for loop, we need to redefine our minimum and maximum again. Minimum will be equals to 0 and maximum will be also equals to 0. And let's start. Here we need to find a maximum, and we need control statement. If fruits of element X is, it can be greater than maximum, but we will use maximum first. Maximum is lesser than fruits of X dot price and we will need then, and we need another begin and end of this control statement. Here we forgot semicolon. Here also we will need semicolon. Let's define a maximum. Maximum will be equals to fruits of X dot price and we can find first, we can define first below average will be equals to fruits of X. Okay, this should be good. And now here where it finished this principal if statement inside the for loop, we can create couple of space and we can create another if statement. If fruits of element X dot price is greater than average, then we need begin and end, and we will need to find a minimum. And let's create statement. If, two opening brackets, minimum equals to 0 or minimum is greater than fruits of x dot price, then we need begin and end, and let's define the minimum. Minimum will be equals to fruits of x dot price, and we need to define first above average will be equals to fruits of x, and this should be fine. With this for loop we defined first below average and first fruit above average. Of course, in this previous loop we defined cheapest and most expensive, and now what we need to do is just we need to write all of these fruits. Okay, here this for loop starts here and ends here. We need to write it outside this for loop, and let's start. First we will need couple of stars. And we need the text. Right line will write the cheapest fruit. And we need to call fruit scan, and we will scan cheapest fruit. This should be good. And now let's use copy paste to be more quickly. And here we will type, instead of cheapest, most expensive. And we also need to change variable most expensive. Okay, this should be fine. And now again we will need couple of stars. And let's write the text. The first fruit below average price and we need to use fruit scan, our procedure, to display first fruit below average. It is first below average. I hope that we will not have syntax error, but if we have, we will fix. And we will use copy paste here, and we will change, instead of below we will type above, and here will be first above average. Okay, this should be good. Okay, let me see these loops once more again. Okay, we have, it should be fine. Okay, we will see now. Let's compile. we will see where, okay, we didn't close another bracket, and let's try to compile again. Okay, now it's good. We can try to run our application. Let me just clear, and let's start. First we will enter banana. Will be 3.8. Let's type pineapple. Will be 5.8. Orange will be 4.4. Strawberry can be 5.2. Apple can be 3.5. And peach can be 4. Okay, let's see the fruits that we entered. Okay, banana 3.8, pineapple 5.8, orange 4.4, strawberry 5.2, apple 3.5, and peach 4. Okay, we have our total price, which is 26.70, and average price is 4.45. Okay, and the cheapest fruit is apple, which is 3.5, which is good. And the most expensive fruit is pineapple, which is 5.8, and which is also good. The first fruit below average price is orange, which is 4.4. Okay, it's almost equal to just a little below average. It is 4.4, which is great. And let me see, first above average price is 5.2, which is great, because we don't have from 4.6 and 5.2 we don't have a fruit which is perfectly okay. This is also good. Just here we will need just couple more stars. Okay, where is the cheapest and expensive? Just a couple more stars and everything will be fine. Okay, here just a couple more, and also we can have here where we're writing the fruits, and here, okay, here below, okay, it can be equal. Okay, and also here. And of course we will try again to see with some other numbers if it will work properly. Let's run again. We can clear. Let's run. Okay, banana, it can be 4.6 now. Peach can be 3.9. Strawberry can be 7.5. Orange can be 4.3. Okay, we can have blueberry. It can be 5.9. And we can have apricot, which is 4.9. Okay, let's see. Okay, banana is 4.6, peach is 3.9, strawberry is 7.5, orange is 4.3, blueberry is 5.9, and apricot is 4.9. If I didn't spell some fruit correctly, sorry. Okay, we have a total price which is 31. Okay. And average price is 5. Oh, it is because of this strawberry. And the cheapest fruit is peach, which is 3.9 and which is great. Okay, strawberry of course is most expensive and it works perfectly with 7.5. Okay, but here our average price is 5.18. Okay, and we have just a little where first fruit below average is apricot with 4.9, and we don't, okay, we don't have a fruit from example from 5.0. okay, we don't, and which is great. Apricot is first below average price, and the first fruit above average price is blueberry, which is 5.9. we don't have a fruit from 5.2 to 5.8, and this application works perfectly. Okay, and this is all good, this is all, it's all readable. Okay, you see how it looks. This was very interesting application. We just have a simple record. I didn't want to complicate it. We just have a fruit from name and the price. We input these fruits to array, and we just after that we just created couple of for loops to define our sum, display these fruits, and couple more loops to just find the cheapest and most expensive, and first below and first above average. The big advantage of this is because we can, for cheapest and most expensive, and this first below average and first above average, we use one loop for this these two and one loop for these two variables, which is easier for us. Okay, this works perfectly fine. I really hope that you like this video. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. You have a link in the description, and I will see you in the next tutorial.